Welcome back. In this video series, we are covering 20 key activities to guarantee successful employee onboarding. We're covering number 4 and 3 in this video, and I will leave a link to the playlist that covers all the prior videos, and depending on the time of publishing, the future videos as well that are coming ahead. There's only one more left in the series. But before we get started, click the thumbs up, click the subscribe button, click the alert button so you will know of new content that comes out for this channel. And feel free to share that playlist link with anybody that could benefit from hearing this video series. And if you haven't listened to any other ones, at the end of this video, click on it yourself and check out the other tips that we give in terms of the key activities for guaranteeing successful employee onboarding. I'm covering number 4 right now, and number 3, provide a list of corporate and team critical web links. Listen, this is something, again, that, should be part of an onboarding checklist and just at your fingertips that gets updated, right? But this can save just a ton of time. It can save you getting questions that you don't necessarily want to answer, right? If you and your team have a critical list of bookmarks, right? That's even better. You could just email them the bookmark that they can import to the web browser that's there for them, and they can arrange them however they want. If they want to put shortcut links in that web browser. But again, differentiate between, if it's just corporate, there's corporate HR things that are different than the team critical web links. There's all kinds of links that we all use and just take for granted, but that really can provide just that nice extra touch of detail that shows the employee what kind of manager and what type of team you're running there. If you're taking care of details to that level and keeping up on it, and again, as you hire somebody new, it's a good idea for you to review it anyway. But I send it out to the team again. It's a good exercise. 10, 15-minute exercise, have everybody go through, click through those links, make sure they're still valid because things are always changing as well, right? And there's different credentialing that needs to take place. Maybe your whole team has lost access to a website and you don't even know it because you haven't used it in a while. Maybe it's only used once every 3 months. But this is something that if you are providing this to your new employee and your new hire, they'll know what type of operation, what type of company you have, and what type of team and situation they're walking into. And on the positive side, right? Again, can never have a second chance at making a first impression. So something you can take care of and should take care of. Number 3 ties in with number 1. Make sure the employee has all the needed access to the systems. This can delay productivity for days. We all know the tail that's on applying for different access, and depending on the level of security and privacy that's involved with what you're trying to have them access, it may take a while and require some approvals as well. So this is something that you should have ahead of time and set up and queued up so that when they start on day 1, they can hit the ground running. There's nothing worse than you having an expectation that they have to provide or pull a report, but they don't have access to the reporting systems, whether it be business objects, whatever that looks like, right? That's not on them, that's on you, and you are the cause of them not being productive in those first couple of days. Again, be proactive with this, whether it be reporting, the time card, and have instructions on how to do all this stuff too, right? Just little quick job aids that you can also update and have in a folder that you can provide them. Project Team Site or SharePoint, WebEx or Zoom access. That's another thing. If you are putting them in a management position or a position where they're leading meetings, this is one of those things where you can't expect them to lead a meeting and they don't have access to their email. They don't have, the right access to set up a WebEx or Zoom conference call or Team Site conference call because they don't have access. These are just normal working tools that every employee needs from day 1. So make sure that this should be part of that checklist I keep talking about, right? Why I put that in the first video. You should have that, and you should make sure that this is one of those things that the manager has on their side of the checklist that's done, right? And you should give yourself a deadline for making sure that happens, hopefully ahead of time. Sometimes, again, we all get it that it's a last minute situation, an employee leaves, unexpected, doesn't give 2 weeks, and you're doing everything you can to get somebody in there to help out. But you still should take the time to make sure that you're providing the care and feeding that you need of these new hires and employees to make that great first impression of you as well as your team, as well as the company. So do me a favor, again, click the thumbs up, going to end this video. Click the subscribe button, click the alert button, and we'll cover number 2 and number 1 in the next video. I will leave a link to the playlist as mentioned in the description of this video, and you can share that with anybody that you might think needs to hear this. And then if you haven't listened to the other videos, take a couple of minutes and listen to those. I think they're beneficial. Talk to you at the next video.